Just in the interest of everybody wanting to get on with their evening, we'll get started. My name is Shoshana Gross, and I am the meeting planner for ABWA. I'm so excited that all of you will be joining us this year at the 76th Annual National Women's Leadership Conference in Portland. So we're looking forward to 3 jam-packed days. We're going to be having some wonderful breakout sessions. I think these topics are really going to be directly transferable to skills that will help with your leadership in the workplace. Of course, you have the opportunity to vote. This is a really special opportunity within the ABWA framework that allows everybody to vote on their next board of directors. So you have to be in person to do that. So congratulations on getting to exercise your right to have a voice in this association. And then we will also be doing one of our very favorite things, recognizing our members for all their incredible accomplishments within ABWA, including folks who will be graduating from the KU MBA Essentials program. We will be, of course, recognizing the class of 2026 top 10 businesswomen and announcing the American Businesswoman of the Year. And then we will be having some really great keynotes. I'm sure you've had an opportunity to hear about some of them. And if not, please visit Facebook to see their invitations directly to you and talking a little bit more about who they are and what they'll be presenting. And my very favorite part, the thing that was the most exciting to me when I joined ABWA was learning that every year you have a dance party after best practices. So don't worry, we're going to have a great band again this year, and it will be a lot of fun. So that's all you're going to hear from me. I'm going to turn this over to the conference co-leads, these women who have been working so hard to get the conference together for you and who are going to continue to do so and be my right hands at conference this year. So Michelle Crone from Women of Magnitude Express Network, Toby Page from Heart of the Piedmont chapter, Carrie Underhill from the Territorial Charter chapter, and Glenda Shivers from the Golden Dome chapter. Ladies, I will let you take it from here.
Thank you, Shoshana. We would like to begin with a few tips to help make conference more exciting and the best experience that it can be. Registration begins on Wednesday, November 12th. If you signed up for track A, you can register at noon. Registration for everyone else will begin at 1 p.m. and go until 5. Once you've registered, be sure to review everything in your conference bag. It will include the schedule with times and locations for all of the conference events. Everything will be in one or two rooms this year, so everything will be easy to find. When you register, you will be given a lanyard. The lanyard will tell us what track you chose, so be sure to keep that on your body and visible because that's your ticket into the breakout sessions and journal session. Food options for people with dietary restrictions will be noted on the buffet tables. These items will be limited, so please make your selection from the items from the menu unless you've been informed about allergies or dietary preferences. If you arrive late to a breakout session, enter the room quietly and remember to turn off your phones while you're in session. If you need to take a call, please step out into the hallway. Bring a sweater because the rooms tend to be a little chilly. And you must have a prepaid ticket to the top 10 breakfast this year. It is not included with registration. There are still a few tickets available for sale, so if you need to purchase one, please call ABWA National and they will help you register for the breakfast. If there's a problem with your hotel room, report it to the front desk, and if you need more towels, report that to the front desk as well. Remember, it is customary for business travelers to leave a tip for maid service, and we recommend $2 per person in the room. Please bring plenty of business cards and take them everywhere that you go. You can store them in your lanyard and as well as those that you receive. They slide in nicely behind your name tag. One suggestion is to write down something that you learned about that person to help you remember them. And don't forget to connect with members on the YM platform. We challenge you to see how many connections you can make before you arrive at conference. Now let's do a quick run through starting with Wednesday. Track A session will begin at 2 p.m. in the Windsor Homer Ballroom. Track B sessions begin on Thursday. You'll have an opportunity to meet with all of the candidates for the National Board of Directors during the reception in the main ballroom from 5 to 6 p.m. Once you registered, you can go to the exhibitors until 6 p.m. We would like everyone to gather in the Estate East Lynn Ballroom for the opening keynote with Kelly Swanson. Carrie, what else can you share with us?
Well, we're going to start off on Thursday. So our Thursday schedule, we're going to have coffee and tea service. It'll be available in the lobby from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. The general session starts at 8:30 a.m. with our big ABWA brand reveal. Woohoo! And then everyone can head to their session tracks for the day. That will be after the reveal. After sessions end on Thursday, there will be some time for you to explore Portland and grab a bite at the hotel before we start our annual meeting and elections. Since the elections will run until at least 9 p.m., make sure you come prepared to stay for a while. It's a good time to visit and catch up with your fellow sisters. In accordance to ABWA's national bylaws, the association holds an annual election for the National Board of Directors at the National Women's Leadership Conference. Thursday will be election day. We will start the annual meeting at 6 p.m. In this session, you will have an opportunity to hear the speeches for all the candidates running for 2025 to 2026 National Board of Directors. Immediately following candidates' speeches, we will begin the electronic voting, which Toby is going to explain in a little bit when it's her turn to speak. It is very important that you plan to stay the full time scheduled for this session. The voting time slot will also include any runoffs we might have. Again, Toby is going to explain that to you. Runoffs and what type of device you will need in order to vote, she will explain all about how the electronic voting works. I think we did this before, but boy, I tell you, when it comes to electronics, oh my gosh, I need as much help as I can get. As soon as voting is finished and certified, the new board of directors will be installed. They will start their term once the conference is over. After the elections are certified, you'll be free to leave and enjoy the rest of your evening. Glenda, you're on.
Thanks a lot, Carrie. So, ladies, Friday morning, we'll kick off with the top 10 Women's Celebration Breakfast at 8 o'clock a.m. Remember, this is not included with your registration, so you will need to sign up for it by the deadline. We will hear 10 great speeches and learn who the 2026 American Businesswoman is. Woohoo! After breakfast, we'll head off to our tracks for the rest of the day. Once we've taken care of that part of the business, all day we will party into the night with the best practices, ceremony, and dance party. I know everyone is looking forward to that. The ceremony will begin at 7 p.m. and will include a cocktail reception with light appetizers. Now, if you are a member of a best practices league, you and your members need to choose a color to wear so you will look your best walking across the stage. It is a tradition that best practicing leagues wear the same colors of your choosing. So once you exit the stage, you will stay with your group to get that best practices photo. You know, the infamous best practices photo that shows up in the Achieve magazine. Those who are also members of two leagues will dress in the color of their primary league, and then may, if they choose, also go up on the stage for pictures with their secondary league. So you'll be doing a quick change. All right, now Saturday morning, we will gather once again to hear our closing keynote speaker, Deshauna Barber, and celebrate our KU graduates and Apex awards. Woo! One important thing to remember, if you're going on stage for any awards, please remember to move your name tags and any other items so you'll have great photos. Once we close out the awards and keynotes, we will share our closing thoughts and get you ready for our 76th anniversary celebration. Woo woo! Now, if you have any questions or need any additional information, please contact any one of the co-leads and we will be happy to help. We're all putting our contact info in the chat for you to have, so please feel free to reach out to us. Remember, the conference team board is active, so check it often so you don't miss any posts that you might need. You can also ask questions there. It's also a great place if you're looking for someone to share the shuttle service with to and from the airport, or if you're looking for a roommate at the conference. All right, Toby, it's over to you now.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about the voting process for your National Board of Directors. To participate in the process, everyone will need a device, whether it's your phone, your laptop, or an iPad, with internet connection. So you will have internet connection with the hotel. Some of us will have our laptops. If you need a device, we'll be there to assist you. Once we get there, there'll be an email with the Association Voting Platform. Once we get that email to log in, you will need your member ID and your last name. That will come on an ID card at registration. So the member ID can also be found on your membership card that you can print off from the YM platform. But when we register, you'll get the ID card. And hopefully everybody does know what their last name is. If not, we'll be there to help you. And we'll be there for that membership number too. Once you get in, you'll be given a ballot code, and we will give that to you. And once we give you the ballot code to type in, we will open the ballot for voting. But you cannot vote until we give you the ballot code and we open it. If there's a runoff, the same thing will happen. Same login. We'll give you a new ballot code for you to enter to do all the voting. We will continue until we have a winner. Hopefully we don't have a runoff, or if we do, we only have one. So let's hope that. When voting starts, please stay in the room where we'll have some networking activities to do while we're certifying the vote and for the runoffs. A runoff occurs when one candidate does not get the majority of the vote, and we will continue to vote until somebody gets the majority. That's all you need to know about voting, but we will be there, so don't worry. If you need help, we'll be at the back. We're usually at the back of the room with a table. We'll have our laptops out, or, you can come get us. We'll come to you, but we will help you. So do not worry about the voting process. Before we close out the night, I have a few final conference reminders and tips for navigating Portland. If you're flying into Portland, the hotel is really close to the airport. There's plenty of rideshare options. If you typically use Uber or Lyft, you can also book a ride ahead of time by calling Airport Express Taxi. And their phone number is 207-400-6661. We will put that information on the team board so you will have it. Actually, it's already on the team board. And I think Shoshana has put it in the chat also. There is a flyer that has been uploaded to YM and the Facebook pages for you to order your flowers for your top 10 and your Woman of the Year. Please don't forget, there is a cutoff for the flowers. We will not have extras. So if you forget to order, I don't mean to sound cruel, but you're on your own to get them. There'll be guidebooks in your bags when you register. If you'd like to plan any tours or make dinner reservations, which might be recommended because there's going to be 300 of us there in an area downtown, so you might want to do that. There is a website called visitportland.com, and there's also Main Day Ventures to see what your options are for tours and the dinner reservations. We hope you're ready to celebrate ABWA with us in beautiful historic Portland. We can't wait to see everyone there. And don't forget, like they said earlier, Top 10 is a ticketed event. There will not be tickets sold on site. You need to get the tickets if you don't have it. And like Michelle said, in the past, we've always had wristbands. No wristbands this year. You will have your lanyards on, and that'll be your track A, track B, and that'll get you into the event. So be sure you keep up lanyards and don't lose your tickets because we don't have the pre-printed tickets, extra tickets there to replace them. Shoshana, anything else?
We did have one question in the chat that I'm hoping somebody can answer, which is voting a required part of attending the annual meeting? Does anybody know?
If you're there, you can't abstain from vote. If you start voting, you got to vote for everybody on the ballot, which will be the top 3 and your DVP if you have enough candidates to vote for. But you do not have to vote for anybody. But if you start the voting, you cannot abstain from any of the offices that you are privileged enough to vote for. So no, you don't have to vote, but you will have to be in the room to get the ballot code. So if you're planning on skipping out and maybe voting, won't work because you won't have the ballot code unless you're in the room to get it. But no, you don't have to vote. But remember, it's your organization, your national board of directors.
Absolutely. Are there any other questions? I know some people had a little bit of trouble getting on. I'll just remind you that we will be sending out this recording. I'll post it in the team chat tomorrow. So if you missed the first section and if there's anything that you want to hear again that went too quickly for you, you can always go back on there and make sure that you get it. It says the flyer is at the very top of this chat. Oh, you don't have it because you weren't there in it. Aha. Thank you, Cami. Yes, I will repost the flyer. Lanyards will be in your conference packet when you register, when you arrive at conference. Yes.
What is the time on
What is
Wednesday
the
and
time?
Thursday?
Oh, when are we going to be done on Wednesday and Thursday nights? Right around 8 p.m., 8:30. Both nights will be finished. It's early mornings, so we start between 8 and 8:30 on Wednesday and Thursday. No, sorry, Thursday and Friday. And then we finish by 8 p.m. And then on Friday, Friday night, best practice is a little bit later, depending on how long you stay at the dance party. Robin, if you would like to change your track, please reach out to Jill Miller. Jill, if you're still on, will you throw your email in the chat? Saturday morning is the final keynote speaker, the ABWA KU Essentials graduation will be held that morning. And then we'll also be announcing Apex Award winners for folks who have done a lot of the online education through ABWA.
And we'll also be announcing next year's conference location too.
Oh yeah,
That'll
you
be
don't want
a
to
big
miss that.
surprise on Saturday.
You don't want to miss that. So yeah, but you will be done by midday. I think 11 a.m. is our official end time. New board of directors will have a meeting directly after that, but that's closed just for their certification process.
Kayla has a question. When will best practices level 1 be announced? All the best practices have been announced.
Yes.
So your chapter should have already been notified.
I can post all of the level 1 in the conference board, if that would be helpful, or all of the best practice winners in the conference board, if that would be helpful for folks. I'd be happy to do that.
Kayla, will you post what chapter you're in?
Yeah, you're right, Kayla. The posts did get buried a little bit La Capitale?
It's been at,
La,
it's been
La
on,
Capitale,
yeah, it's been on Facebook on ABWA.
yeah.
uh,
La
you know,
Capitale is actually level 3 this year.
mhm.
When they walk across the stage, that'll be Friday night during best practices. There will be assigned seating for everybody. You will be pulled up on stage in order. So we'll have all that already organized. Capitale is level 3. I think Friday, what time do we finish? Just depends on how long you want to stay and party.
Best practices will be over, the award ceremony itself will be over about 9 p.m. And the dance party will go until somewhere 10:30, 11. Um, okay, Janice, yep, I'm happy to do that. I'll post those. Let's see. Okay, we're good. Kayla's got her answer. Any other questions?
Do you mind if
Mhm.
Ann introduces her board of directors that's on the call?
I was just going to say that. So,
Oh,
yes, I would
sorry.
love that. I was going to say, and if you wouldn't mind introducing yourself and any of the other board that are with us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I am so excited to meet all of you at conference. And my first conference was in Richmond, and I think it was in 2004, and that set my bug. I haven't missed a national conference since that very first conference. So hopefully this will be an exceptional experience for all of you, and just keep making those connections because they will last you an entire lifetime and more. And you might have a few road trips in your lifetime with some of those people you meet at conference, and those memories are definitely worth saving. So my name is Ann O'Neill. I am serving as your 2024-2025 National President for, I don't know, 3 more weeks. So it's been an absolute honor, and our board has named themselves the Stellar Nine. So let me introduce our board. I can't see everybody on my screen, but I will introduce them and just give them a warm congratulations. And when you see them, just give them a thanks and a big hug because they have really worked hard this year. They got an extra 2 months this year, and they are still working hard for all of you and our members. So our national vice president is Kim Stingle, and she is out of Texas. Our national and our national secretary treasurer, I do see her on my screen, is Barbara Peterson, and she's out of North Carolina. And we have 6 district vice presidents, and we will start with District 1, which is Dior Davis. She is out of Atlanta, Georgia. Next up, we have District 2 vice president, which is Christina Hackett, and she is also out of Texas. District 3 Vice President is Eileen Caspers, and she is in Texas or in Kansas, in the middle of the state. And our District 4 Vice President, she's probably not on the call. We're sending her well wishes. She was a little bit under the weather, but her name is Michelle Ferguson Miller, and she is also out of North Carolina. District 5 Vice President is Renee Clement, and she is out of Ohio. And we never say last but not least, we save the best for last, actually. And that is District 6 Vice President, which is Karen Fitting, and she is out of the great state of California. And I know I couldn't have done all of the stuff that we've accomplished this year without them, but these ladies have been absolutely phenomenal. And please just make sure that you just give them a little bit of love when you see them at conference, because these ladies have worked very tirelessly, and probably ready to get rid of me after been 3 more weeks. So we'll see how that works. Thank you, Shoshana. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I also see on the call the chair-elect for our Ambassador Steering Committee, Dr. Cindy Schmidt. So Cindy, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Your ambassadors are another group of people who are working hard behind the scenes to support ABWA and the organization as a whole. And then I also see Dr. Gail Hamilton on the call, our American businesswoman for this year. So, Dr. Hamilton, thank you so much for being here, and we're looking forward to seeing you at conference as well. These are all people you can, if you're new, you can reach out to, you can ask questions of. They are here to support as much as anyone else, and make sure you just are saying hello and introducing yourself. This group of women really and ABWA members at large really want to help build community nationally as well as within the chapters. If there's anyone else that I should have introduced and I did not, I apologize. Feel free to say hello yourself. I'm just very thankful for all the support that we receive from the volunteers and from all of the members in chapter groups. So I want to say that. Oh, we have somebody joining us for the very last second of the call today. If you just joined in, please, I will be posting this recording. So don't worry, you did not miss the information. We'll make sure we get it to you tomorrow. It'll be posted by midday. And I think that's probably everything, unless there's any other questions. We're going to go ahead and sign off here. I just want to thank you all for taking the time out of your day to be here again. And I look forward to seeing everybody at conference.
Great
Yay.
meeting. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Good night.
See you soon. Looking forward.
Yay.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Can't wait to
everyone.
meet you.
Thank
Ann?
you so much. I'm Tracy. I just joined and it's time for me to leave. So thank you.
Hey,
Good
Tracy.
night.
No, Ann.
Good to see you for a second.
Yes,
Hey,
thank you.
Ann.
I was
Yes.
on an ABWA board meeting call, so I was like, I have to jump off. Anyway,
We
um,
understand those things too.
I
Yes.
know.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'll look for the recording. Look forward to
Okay.
seeing all of you.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everybody.
Good
And I
night.
think Dawn was trying to ask you something.
Hey,
Hey,
Dawn.
Ann.
Hey, Dawn.
Hey, I wanted to let you know that 2 or 3 of my chapter members, they could not get on. The links weren't right. The member, the login stuff. I finally got on literally like 2 seconds ago after registering and everything. So like the meeting ID I think was wrong. The link wouldn't work. It forced you to sign in to your Zoom account to let you in. And so I had 2 or 3 first timers from our chapter who could not get in. So just want to let you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead, Shoshana.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so
take
much. We are aware that there were some hiccups with the sign-in. I was trying to send people links to log in real time as I was receiving that information. And we will be posting the recording so people can watch. And of course, you can reach out to, I'll post the chat with all of the information in that as well. And all of this will be in the conference team board.
Perfect.
Yep. So we'll make sure folks have access to the information. And of course, you can always reach out to me or anybody else, any of the co-leads, or Jill Miller from our national office if you do have questions or people are having trouble with anything.
Okay. No,
Okay.
sounds great. Just wanted to let you know.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, everyone. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.